This is where you could actually bridge and find all your iTunes music and playlists. And the fun thing about this is that you can import both the music and your playlists from iTunes. So if you spent a lot of time working on those playlists, never fear, you can just dump them right in there. Here's where you get all your tags set up for your tracks. And if I'm in the info tab, I can see the information in the track. So here's a summary of this track's information. And here's the real info, like really broken down. And here we have the artwork, and right now I have no artwork set. If I wanted to, I can look in my computer, find a picture of some sort, and select it, and now I could have this kind of married to that track. So every time I play that track, I can view that picture, and it doesn't have to be a picture that they gave you for cover art. It could be whatever, because, you know, who knows how your brain works. The last tab is where you find your devices. In this case, we have a little USB device, and let's just hit that, and I can call it whatever I like, and maybe I'll call it Dubspot DJ program. So when I'm done working with the USB, I can right-click on this USB and update my collection, and it should bring everything into the USB drive. So now that we have everything prepped on our USB, all our work, all our cues, all that beat gridding stuff is all kind of saved now and stored. I can now eject this USB, and now I can come in here and pop it into the 2000 Nexus. My settings data was found. Push the menu button to load. Okay. And now I can go to the tracks, and there they are, all the tracks that I've been working on. Let's load one up. And voila. As you can see, these white and red little ticks on there denote the beat grid, and our track is playing. Our transients seem to be right on there, means our job has been done correctly. So now that we've got the track in there, beat gridded, BPM is understood by the computer, all that fun stuff we did in the prep stage, we can do cool things. Like I can throw it in loop mode now, and I can grab a 1-bar loop, pretty easy, and that's really seamless. The graphic, I must point out, looks really beautiful. I know that in the 2000 Nexus they've improved it quite a lot. It's a 6.1 inch screen, and it looks really fantastic from this point. You can do things like this, right? And when I want to release it, get out of there. So the wonderful thing is that now that we have all this worked out, we have one USB stick with the tracks in there ready to go. I can take an Ethernet cable and plug it into the back of another CDJ. So now that I have the second CDJ 2000 Nexus hooked up, I can use these as part of the whole system. Meaning all I need is that one USB drive, and now both of these can work off of that. Not only can they read the files off of that, but they can also share in the beat grid. So much so that I can press this beat sync master button here, and now the second CDJ is going to sync up to this one. I could have up to 4 of these CDJs doing the same thing. All of them will be reading off of that beat grid, and all have been right locked onto the beat grid, which is amazing because now you don't really have to beat match anymore. You could do things like quantizing and slip mode and all these cool effects, and everything will just be locked right onto the beat, freeing you up to be able to perform other innovative DJ techniques. Once you've played your music, these CDJ 2000 Nexuses are really super integrated with the system, and they basically have RekordBox built into them as well, to the point where you could actually do all of that stuff that we did on the computer on the CDJ 2000 Nexus. So you don't really need the computer, but it's nice to work on a computer sometimes. With that said, you can have all the history of the way that you played things, meaning what tracks, cue points, all that stuff, stored onto your USB drive for then syncing to your computer. So you can have an archive of the sets and the sequence that you played your tracks in, so that you could later examine them and then maybe decide what to do in the future. Also, there is a rating on the go system that you can employ, meaning you can use the CDJ 2000 Nexus to just give that track a rating so that you know next time, hey, that track is better than I thought it was. The really great thing about this system is that it can work from different directions. Now, if you want to work everything in your laptop, that's great, but you have the availability of downloading the RekordBox app for your iPhone or for your Android and actually preparing your tracks on your phone. Now, you won't be able to load the tracks from your phone to your computer, but you'll be able to sync all the stuff that you did on it on the phone to the computer, which means you could be sitting on the train or on the beach and work out your tracks, and you don't need to bring your computer with you. So this is the start page for your RekordBox app on your phone. Here you can load into your CDJ. Here you can import into your phone, and here you can connect to your computer. Now, you could also connect to your CDJ. At the moment, we can't connect to these CDJ 2000s because although they will work over Wi-Fi, they need an ad hoc network created by a router that you hook up. So you hook up a router, create an ad hoc network, everybody joins that network and gets going in there. But if I wanted to prepare, I just hit the center button, and then I can go to the page where I can prepare tracks. And here's a bunch of tracks. I'm just gonna grab the first one on there. And as you see, I'm gonna turn it sideways. It should be, there we go. There is pretty much everything you need to get that going. And it's really, I mean, it's a tiny phone, my phone, but you can really get this going and work things out quite efficiently for the fact that it is, here's me dropping a hot cue, for the fact that it is such a tiny screen. The analyzing engine in the Android and iOS is also really efficient, and it's about as efficient as the ones in the computer. So the job that it does on its own is quite superb, and the fixing that you might have to do or the adjusting you might have to do tends to be minimal. So I tend to use this mostly for hot cues and loops storage. So hit quantize and store a hot cue, and now I can pull from that point. It's so cute, it's so cute. It's fun. I'm gonna drop another one there. So I was really skeptical at first when I saw that I could put on this tiny phone the whole RekordBox preparation system. But once I started to get going with it, I realized that you could get quite a lot done. Matter of fact, not only quite a lot, but pretty much everything you can in your computer, which is crazy and really fun. So once you have your tracks all prepared and ready to go, you can use your phone actually to play the tracks from the CDJ. If the CDJ is hooked up to a wireless network, you can have the phone join in and play the CDJ wirelessly right from the phone. Really crazy. I think you should plug in your phone though while you do that. Good thing to know, if you're using the XDJ Aero, you can actually have a wireless network created by the device itself, so you don't need a router to create an ad hoc wireless network. With the XDJ Aero, you can just turn it on, and as soon as you turn it on, it starts up a wireless network which 4 devices can join, including your phone. So, in conclusion, I'm really excited about this system. I've been waiting for the day that I don't have to bring my laptop anymore to a club. So let's see what happens in the future. Let's see how the other companies take note and how they kind of come back. And if anything, this system is going to just make it a little more competitive, and you know who wins when there's competition. It's the consumer. I'm Abe Duque, and for more tutorials and videos like this, go and check out Dubspot.com. Or even better, come down to our school and take a class. So I'm Abe Duque, and I made this tutorial just for you.
Welcome to Dubspot. We believe in providing you hands-on experience right away. Whether you're completely new to music and want to turn the sounds in your head into a musical reality, or you're an experienced artist looking to refine your skills and add new tools to your arsenal, we're ready to meet you at your level. For students of all ages, all levels, and all styles of music, Dubspot is here to help you achieve your goals. With course offerings both online wherever you are and at our school in the heart of New York City, we are ready to guide you through the next phase of your musical transformation. Whether you want to produce music, DJ, or do both, you've come to the right place. Come explore Dubspot for yourself. Become a part of our community and make music.